The Halo 3 ads are pretty fucking creepy and tasteless. They show a mock military funeral complete with flag-draped coffin and 21 gun salute, and they intercut it with some young scared kid about to be dropped into combat. Jesus, people. They should have ran an ad where they called you a faggot. That's less offensive than dishonoring our troops. This is me following you around. That took longer than I expected. It's just a good thing there weren't any scary, hurtful words in that commercial, because we all know mean words are the worst thing that could ever happen to anyone, anywhere. Goat. Says the guy whose delicate sensibilities were offended by a video game commercial. So, for the record, nationally televised, incredibly realistic mock-up of a military funeral while a war is going on in order to sell a shitty video game, completely awesome. Using a mean word on an obscure internet message board, the Holocaust all over again. Glad we got that straightened out. You faggots are hilarious. Goat. Get off my ankle, No Cash. What do you mean, you faggots? The entirety of the Portal of Evil News, apparently. Oh my god, that set may contain some actual homosexuals. Clearly what we have here is a hate crime in progress, and you should get on the phone with the feds. They're going to want to investigate an emergency of this magnitude. Goat. Hey, Goat, the ads for Zombieland seem to be insulting the South. You should probably write a blog about it. Hey, Ziphius, someone said faggot on the internet. You should probably cry like a little girl about it. Mean words are like truck draggings, for shut-ins anyways. Hey, Goat, black people are allowed to vote and women can divorce their husbands. Those things are all great. Even better is that enfranchised black people, divorced women, southerners, zombies, Halo-playing virgins, Jew-hating furries, and the families of dead soldiers all have the right to say faggot on the internet. God bless America. Goat. People of all colors and creeds united in their hatred of homosexuality, that truly is a great thing. Not quite. I was thinking something more along the lines of united in being able to recognize the difference between real problems and petty internet bullshit, which doesn't sound like much of a superpower, but it would seem to be well beyond the grasp of your average weepy shut-in with a persecution complex, who has now dragged his cross into a discussion about video game commercials and dutifully crime back upon it. I'm assuming you dismount before relocating anyways. It seems like it would be pretty difficult to uproot and hop into every single thread on this website otherwise. Goat. So, okay, serious question here. Hypothetically speaking, what would you say to one of your clients if he said that he was a homosexual and was seriously bothered by how casually people toss the word faggot around and such? It's actually a jet black stallion that travels me from thread to thread at speeds that can rival any steam engine. It also does that thing where I'm jumping out in a third-story window and I whistle as it stands right below the window, so I land right in the saddle, nuts intact, and gallop off. I'm sorry I derailed your argument about the real problems of offensive video game commercials. Oh my god. Well, obviously I'd lynch him for being one of them are queer homosexuals because I'm the biggitiest bigot who ever bigot a bigot, am I right? No skin off my back. The discussion you desperately to have with anyone who will listen is only slightly more asinine than the one we were having already about sweaty man-children clinging to their toys like grim death. I'm just thinking it's kind of sad for you. Goat, yes. Come on, give me a real answer. What would you do? The unofficial goat position? Goat hates fags. Roman 9:13. Jeez, Goat, if you don't know leather jackets stopped being cool like 20 years ago. And that haircut, jeez. Why bother? Let's be honest with ourselves here. You don't care what I tell my patients any more than you care how I vote or what causes I support, because none of that fits in with this "goat sure is a bigot, huh?" song and dance you're so desperately wanting to have here. I might give you a real answer if you gave me any indication whatsoever that you actually wanted one. Goat. P.S. Congratulations on borrowing Plinko tactics, by the way. That's a smart horse to bet on. I am actually legitimately curious, but I understand if you're too scared to tell me. It's okay. Yes, I'm absolutely terrified of what you might think. Tell you what, you try being a grown-up for a little while, and I'll try treating you like one. Deal? Goat. Dude, Glad Beck pulls this gambit better than you do. This video has been deleted by YouTube due to copyright violations. Even you can't be stupid enough to think that it's a valid comparison. I'm just kidding. You're totally stupid enough. You should probably go back to lol, fart posts. Anything longer and you end up looking kind of dumb. Goat. Oh man, the hypocrite police totally has my number. Didn't I just try that and you flipped out anyways? But I will act like a grown-up, i.e. not call you a faggot, and we'll see how many reincarnations it takes before I've earned the right to an answer to what is, in my mind, a pretty straightforward answer. You're only not answering because you'd have to admit you'd be more sensitive about the issue than somebody's face than you would be online. Oh snap. In the healthcare thread, not here, no text. That's not what you were doing in that thread. The most generous interpretation of what you were doing in that thread was that you weren't reading any of my posts, but still acting blindly, stupidly argumentative about them out of habit. I'm not surprised if you actually do think that's acting like a grown-up, air quote, but it's not going to be a popular definition. I said something simple. You went the whole, I don't understand what you mean, but I'm going to assume the worst route, and I repeat the exact same thing verbatim, and you suddenly figured it out. I, like everyone else in the world, dislike repeating myself endlessly for the benefit of idiots. Maybe if you read the posts of your internet arch enemies a little more closely, you'd find you have less to bitch and moan about than you previously thought. Haven't I said that already? This is exactly what I'm fucking talking about, you dim-witted jackass. I haven't said somewhere in the neighborhood of 1 billion times that we act differently here. The word has a different meaning here, and I don't say it in real life. It is the centerpiece of my argument. Learn to fucking read, goat. Okay, necro goat, no text.